guys hooked that cable up to the tree. So the trees get the trail
and that's dangerous.
Yeah, so this gives us some pretty heavy trail. Yeah, on the bigger transports, you've got an air brake, so the minute those hoses are broken, the brakes aren't. Yeah, there's video. You can see videos on YouTube where trailers are running down the road. Yeah.
And how often do you do these sort of proactive inspections?
We try to do them. I mean, obviously, it's COVID.
David, can you tell me, you spent a few moments here. What do you think about what's going on?
Well, first off, I mean, big thank you to our OPP and our MTO officers doing really important work, keeping folks on the road safe. You know, I wasn't really up to speed on some of the different regulations and how things are hauled and the importance of braking systems and just the extra systems to keep what you're hauling safe, lest we end up with something being towed, you know, winding down a road and could potentially cause a fatal collision. So again, a profound appreciation for the officers. It's educational, it's informative, and it keeps our roads safe.
I was going to say, if you can just touch on that, perfect. But this is all for the safety of everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's important. And if there's one thing I've learned with the ride-alongs that I've done and coming to things like this, it's how educational and how informative our officers are, be it MTO, be it OPP, in informing the public about the regulations. The laws and different regs can get very complicated, but they're taking a very proactive approach here, and the people who benefit are us. When we're driving down that road, a lot of work goes into keeping that highway safe, and this is the behind-the-scenes work that happens.
He'll show me in a second. Sorry.
So they've been that way a while.
What year's the truck?
2012.
Yeah. How many miles? Like about?
100.
Really, eh?
Can you tell me what you're doing here today, sir?
Today, the Ontario Provincial Police, Northumberland Detachment, as well as the Peterborough Detachment, have teamed up with the Ministry of Transportation. We're conducting commercial motor vehicle inspections for safety compliance.
Tell me what you found.
Today we found numerous violations, including broken springs, overweight vehicles, up to things like windshield washer, fluid that isn't spraying out of the vehicle, as well as their windshield wipers aren't even working.
We go from minor to major things, but tell me why this is important.
It's important to ensure safety compliance amongst the drivers of commercial motor vehicles. It's important for the drivers themselves as well as the other motorists on the vehicle on the highway. So.
Can you tell me, I guess, what happened, Jordan?
Yeah, for sure. So the MTO was doing a blitz today, which we were well aware of, just down on 28 and Telephone Road there. We thought we were in compliance with all the laws and regulations. This is actually our very first dump truck that we've purchased for our company. We're still a relatively new company. They made a stop on our drivers, and we found out that we were not in compliance with a number of different regulations. So it was a great learning experience for us today and our staff that are new to the heavier trucks.
Tell me what happened with the truck.
Yeah, for sure. So we actually purchased this truck a month ago from a dealer out in London, Ontario. I take, as a business owner, a very small town mentality that I trust people at their word, and we were told that this is safetied on June 16th. As the MTO officers inspected it, they found a number of defects that were conclusive of the fact that it was not properly safetied. And in fact, there was a number of very dangerous defects on the truck that our drivers are not necessarily, they're not licensed mechanics, so unless you have a trained person, a trained eye look over it, which we thought happened, we wouldn't necessarily recognize those defects.
I guess, what tickets did you get, or do you know?
Yeah, so we got 3 tickets for the company and 1 on the driver. So the driver failing to properly complete an inspection, which we were unaware that our inspection sheets that we have weren't compliant. Additionally, for the defects that we didn't realize were even occurred, so 2 broken leaf springs, for example, we got tickets for those, and a few other infractions. The MTO overall were very nice in their display of compassion to the situation. Obviously, this is a very new time and a new environment that we live in, so we can't just take it to our local mechanic anytime we want and have it checked out. Nor would we want to. I mean, we were told and assured that it was safety back in June. And so we were under the assumption that it was good to go and good to put to work.
And as a firefighter, you're well aware that I guess you understand everybody was just doing their job.
Yeah, in my time at the fire service, it definitely gave me a perspective on the public service, and seeing the guys like the OPP and the MTO officers doing their job. It really puts into perspective the safety aspect of the big trucks on the road. I can't tell you how many times we've rolled up on an accident where it could have been safety related, and they're just doing their jobs. They're trying to ensure that we're all safe. So at the end of the day, I'm quite glad that they were the ones that caught the defect. Obviously, we pay the price, which is unfortunate, but again, they're just ensuring that everybody's safe on the road. And as a business owner, I can't agree more with what they're doing.